Greetings YouTube, Sega Zombie here and welcome back guys to another video. And yes, we have got a Spectrum spectacular video. I absolutely love the Spectrum, as you guys know. I buzz when I do these videos, I really do. It's been way too long. I think it's been 4 months since the last proper Spectrum spectacular video. And if you guys can remember that far back, it was all about a load of indie games that I'd got from a company called Bitmapsoft. Now, just a little bit of an update on that, and why there was not an update sooner is the fact that Bitmapsoft, for those of you that have not gone and seen that video, go and check it out, guys. It was live, kinda. You saw my reaction to games not working properly. Bitmapsoft did reach out after that video. In the comments section, but their email system and their customer support ticket system is it takes a while for you to get through to these guys. Well, 3 months after that video, I got 2 replacements for the 3 games that I've got issues with. Understandably, one of those games is Alien Girl. This does load intermittently. It's a lovely set. It was a limited edition set, so I understand why them guys struggled to get that one out to me. But they have sent me Last Train to Trans Central. As you can see, these are still sealed, guys. I haven't had a chance to test them. Space Monsters Meet the Hardy. So an upcoming video on these 2 games, guys. See if we can get them loading in. That would just be a little short video just to see if the problems have been solved with these. But that's not what we're here for today. That is not what this video is about. This video is about the players subset. Yes, guys, I haven't forgotten about this. I don't think I've done a players video in 2022 this year. Wow, that's unbelievable. There has been 4 titles picked up, though, this year. More on the way, too, but we're jumping ahead of ourselves here. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's have a little look. I've got all the players set up, apart from today's editions, in the Cassette City racks. So these are original Cassette City racks from the 80s. Again, so much nostalgia there. My best friend, his brother, had loads of these in his room with all his Commodore games in. And it took me years to track these down. And I know a lot of you guys really admire these. So we're going to go in for a closer look, just so we can remind ourselves where I'm at with the players and the players Premier subset for the Spectrum. So there we go, guys. A little bit of a zoom in on the game. Some fantastic titles released on the players. And as you guys know, mass nostalgia from me. Just to recap, back in the 80s when I had my paper round, working hard, delivering everyone's news. The news agents there had a stand, as many did back then, and they had the budget releases for the Spectrum, Commodore, Amstrad. They were available, and the players was one that really stood out to me back in the day. I'd spend pretty much most of my paper round money and owe it to the news agents because I'd be getting all these games. And there's so many memories with the players. I'm sure in that little B-roll you've seen games that were familiar to you. Obviously the Joe Blade games stand out massively. Joe Blade, what a game. That's Joe Blade 2, probably my favourite of the 3. And you've also got Joe Blade 3, which these are just upgrades really to the original formula of the game. Great games. You've got Eagle's Nest, which I still need to get that original. I would love to have the original version of that, because the players did release not many but a few re-releases. Most of their software was original. But hey, without further ado, let's talk about and let's show off the 4 games added to the player set. And first up, you can see the loading screen here. We have got Psycho City. Now, this is one that I actually thought I had already purchased. I believe another player's game has a similar box art to that. But this looks like an isometric type of adventure game. The blurb on the back: you're a streetwise New York City cop on your toughest assignment yet. Organised crime grips the city. Mafia hitmen working under orders from Mr. Big have murdered many of your fellow officers. Worse still, you're next on the hit list. So it sounds really good. The graphics on the back there are definitely not the specky. I'd say they're Commodore, possibly Amstrad screenshots, because they're very colourful. So we might have a little play of this in a bit. But first up, we have got Psycho City. Next up, we was talking about re-releases. And like I said, there wasn't many on the players. We will go through that list. Now, I haven't been able to find a definitive list for the players. It's been a bit of a homework trying to find a list with all of the players and players' premier games for the Spectrum, because there's exclusive titles across all the different micros. So just to get that Spectrum list, I've struggled. So I'm hoping you guys that might know a bit more about this than me can help me out. But we'll get to that. Let's not jump ship yet. Rana Rama is the next one. A game I don't really have too much fondness of. Didn't really like this game back in the day. But it was a big release back then. And you can see why players, this is on the Premier label, this one, re-released this game. Fairly big game for the time. Yeah, it's got the players' Premier motive there, logo on the tape. But yeah, guys, let me know in comments. Did you like Ranorama? I don't know. I think it's like I didn't really know what I was doing in it. Perhaps I need to give this another go. But yeah, Ranorama. What I like about these ones is they're numbered as well. So are we going to get all the numbers? Do the numbers work properly? You know, we'll find out, guys. Another one, which this was quite a tough one. I thought usually the sports titles, stuff like that, are easy to obtain. But I'm finding with the players, some of them are really tricky to get. And this one wasn't easy. The other football game, which eludes me what it is, World Cup Challenge. That weren't an issue, but this one was, and that is European Soccer Challenge. So yeah, I don't know if this is in the original case. It's definitely an old case, but it's got the black case there. We've got a nice white tape with blue font on it there. Players Premier. This is Premier as well. So a Premier total. Oh yeah, number 5. I believe this one, is this one more of a management game? Experience all the excitement and action of international soccer in an accurate soccer simulation. Never before has soccer action been so realistically portrayed on the computer screen. No, it is an actual footy game. I don't know why I thought that was more of a management game. Programmed by Simon Hobbs. And that's got a number 5 on it, so that's great. And then the final game, and this is a game that I picked up a while ago, but it turned out it was the Amstrad. In all my excitement of seeing it on eBay, and it was pretty cheap, I hit the buy it now, and it turned out it was the Amstrad release, but I finally got the specky one, and that is Riding the Rapids. So this is just your standard players budget release, this one. This one's written by Paul Griffiths and produced by Richard Paul Jones. 1987, so a little older. The race is on. You must canoe through the course on the perilous mountain river, the action-packed game, and have your pulse racing as fast as the current. But again, we've got a black tape with a white label. This one has got a price sticker on there. I'm going to have to see if I can get that removed. But there we go, guys. There's 4 more to the player set. And you're now asking, Sega Zombie, how many are there left to get? Well, I've got a list here. I've done my homework, boys. I'm a bit organised. Right, now, there's a number of titles here that is on this list that I need help in finding out if they actually exist. So the first up, we've got Arcade Volume 1, Arcade Volume 2, Arcade Volume 3. Now, I've never seen these compilations before. I don't know what's on them. Whether they've got the player's logo or labelling on it, I really don't know. If you guys can shed any light onto that, that'd be brilliant. There's also a CD player's demo, which is interesting. I don't know. I know Codemasters released a CD of games, didn't they? What you could load through the Specky. I don't know if players were doing a similar sort of thing. Also, we've got Combat Simulation Volume 1. So they're the games that I've put a big question mark on, guys. And I'm not sure if they are out there. Or whether they were games that never got released. I know a while back I spoke to Paul Griffiths, who worked for Players and coded many games. He said a lot of games obviously were in the pipeline and never got released. So I don't know if maybe they never got released, or they might not have been Spectrum possibly. I don't know. But games that I believe do exist and I've still yet to get is Cybernation. That one's eluded me, guys. The Experience, Turbo Kart Racer. Again, another tricky, sporty title that I'm struggling to get. Eliminator, I've missed that one a couple of times on Sinclair for sale. Poke Stripper, which I believe was renamed here as Hollywood Strip Poker. I actually have that, but I've kept Poke Stripper on there just in case it is a different title. Again, that I've missed a couple of times on the Facebook Spectrum groups, and that is Steel Eagle. That's another one to get. And then we've also got Deadly Evil, Hawkstorm, which I believe is a really early one. And then we've got re-releases of Firelord and Super Ski. So potentially 15 titles still to get. But if we minus the question mark ones, we've got 9. So we're into single digits, guys, for the Players and Players Premier subset, which is absolutely fantastic. I got so close with the hit squads. We're going to do it with the Players. It's got to happen, guys. But that's it for this video. Let's end the video on a little bit of gameplay of Psycho City. Let's see what it's like. It's isometric, so I don't tend to be very good at these sort of games. But we'll end the video on there, guys. It won't be as long a gap between the next Players subset collection video update. And definitely there's a Spectrum Spectacular video coming really soon where we're going to focus on the Bitmap Soft games that didn't load. Are the replacements a cure? Are they fixed? Are they going to work okay on the Spectrum next? And a general update on what I've been playing on the ZX Spectrum. Let's stop my waffle. Let's get over. Let's play some Psycho City. So here we go. Psycho City. This is a game I didn't have back in the day. Or if I did, I don't remember it. Quite a nice loading screen there. Let's press the enter key. That's quite nice, that scrolling text there. From what I can gather, guys, I can't get this to work on the joystick. So this is going to be very short gameplay. Because as you guys know, I am awful with the keyboard. It does say here you can use a joystick, but I cannot get it to work at all. So let's just press enter to start. So we can move up and down here. So if we move along here, guys, it's a shame there's no sound here. Usually the Players games have some good music, but this one does not. Yeah, the gameplay on this is going to be extremely short, guys. Right, what I'm trying to do is go up. So which one is... That's backwards. Oh, I've jumped up on a wall. I've jumped up on a wall. Oh, made a little noise there. What I can't seem to do is go up the screen. I thought it might be like tank controls. But no. This isn't good, is it? This isn't fun for gameplay. I ain't got a clue what we're doing here, guys. So I'll tell you what. Let's load in another game. Right, guys, I've chosen Rana Rama. Now, I know I said that I didn't have that many fond memories of this game, but it's a game by Hewson originally. So it's going to be a quality game. Also, what I'm liking here is you've got 4 Kempston joystick options there. So hopefully we can play this one, guys. Let's dim that light and let's play some Rana Rama. So 4 for Kempston. Enter to start. Nice little jingle there, guys. Prepare to enter the dungeon. So this is basically a bit like a Gauntlet clone, I believe. Oh. And you can destroy these. Activate spell, power spell, psychic, offensive spell, defensive spell, protect, effect spell, find. Will cause hidden doors to appear. Let's try that one. So let's go into the next door. Oh! Not good. Ah, so that's a map that's like an all-seeing eye. Oh, I think we've moved down a level. You've got to move down the levels in the dungeon, but we're going to be weak. I don't think we're going to be powerful enough to go down there yet. Nothing is apparent. I can understand why I struggled with this game back in the day, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I still don't particularly know what I'm doing. It's not as fast paced as Gauntlet. It's not as arcadey, but it's colourful enough. What am I doing wrong? Power spell expired. You are now mortal until the cast another. So I'm mortal. Oh, getting bombarded here, guys. We've got beat platoons here. Now, I imagine you get spells. Oh, here through this door. Let's go this way. Oh, up here. There's another dead end. This one will show me the level layout so we can see how much of this floor we've cleared. What's this like on the other systems, guys? But there's a bit of Rana Rama, because I promised a bit of gameplay. Hopefully the next players will get some decent games. But until the next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.
Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie. Sega Zombie.